Is God good? Is He happy with me? Does He really care? Does He really see me? Is God love? Today I want to answer these questions through some stories that are testimonies from my own life of how God has shown me that He does care, He does see me, He does love me. I think it was probably 2008 or 2009, and my husband and I were having some financial problems. We found out that his job that he was working no longer existed, and I was still trying to find some work. So we had some really sweet friends that would come and bring us food, so we would have food to eat. And I remember one day we were getting ready for the food that was coming, and I just had this thought in my mind. I didn't say it out loud, I didn't pray it. I was just like, man, it'd be so amazing if there were some blueberry Pop-Tarts in the food that they're bringing. And so the day goes on and the food comes, and I kind of forgot, that I had even said that. And I start putting the food away. And of course I thank the people that brought it to us. And I opened the bag, and guess what? There were blueberry Pop-Tarts. I remember just like being so amazed and in awe and wonder over blueberry Pop-Tarts. Who knew, huh? But that just showed me how much God cares and sees me and loves me, and He's happy with me, and He just wants me to enjoy life. So sometimes we go through different seasons, just like the world has different seasons. We have summer and fall and winter and spring. Well, sometimes we go through seasons too. Sometimes they're really happy, fun seasons, and sometimes they're hard and sad and angry. And we have just all these different seasons that we go through. But all through the different seasons, you know what happens? God shows us, here, let me see if I can show you my eyes. There we go. God shows us just how much He cares, just how much He loves us, just how much He's there for us. And it's bright out here, so put my sunglasses back on. And so today's video, that's what I wanted to talk about, because 2020 has been a lot of different things for a lot of people. And again, my husband and I have seen God be faithful in our finances and take care of us when we are both not working. Well, actually, I am working now. I'm so excited. I get to share my good news with you. So I'm working a new nanny job, and so I'm not just doing Nanny Nicole videos, but I'm actually Nanny Nicole again. I never stopped being Nanny Nicole, but it's a precious, precious family, and I take care of 4 kids, and they are 7, 5, 2, and 1. And I absolutely love my job. I get to play with kids for like 8 hours. It's fantastic. So God's always working out His goodness. He's always working out His kindness in our lives. So I just want to encourage you guys to take a moment and close your eyes. Here, I'll close my eyes with you. Okay. Let's imagine. So right now, what the world is showing us is happening in the world is a lot of this pandemic stuff, all of the coronavirus, different things. We're hearing words on the news, we're hearing reports on the news about, we gotta wear our masks when we go out, and things are looking really bad, and school's gonna shut down, and there's so many different things that are happening, things that we've never encountered before. But that is one report. That is one message. And the very, very important thing about our relationship and our connection with God is that we're not just taking the report or the words or the messages that we're hearing around us and taking that to heart and making that our truth, but we're taking the things that we're hearing and putting it into our relationship, our connection with God. God, I'm hearing on the news that things are going to get worse. What do you say? And the truth is you are a citizen of heaven. That means that you are seated with Christ right now. So you're here on earth, but you're also in heaven. And do you know where heaven is? It's inside of us, right? So, what is heaven like? That's a good question to start asking your Father. God, show me what heaven is like so I can see that happening here on this side of heaven. You know, I'm walking through a beautiful park, and there's trees, and you can hear the wind, and it just reminds me of the garden. The garden at the very, very beginning, the Garden of Eden. And you know, something happened in that garden. There was a decision that was made by Lucifer that he was going to convince Adam and Eve that they couldn't trust God, that he wasn't good, that he wasn't love, that he was mad at them. And he's like, yes, if I can convince them that God doesn't really care, then I can have a little bit of control in the situation. And so they made a decision. Both of them made a choice to say that God really isn't that good. I don't know if I can really trust him. Because you know, everything was beautiful. Everything was so fresh and new. And they would walk with God. They would walk with Papa. Just like I'm walking right now. In the cool of the garden, in the cool of the day. And Adam, it says that Adam, he got to name all of the animals. He gave them their destiny, if you will, what their nature was going to be. A lion is going to roar, and it's going to live in Africa, and it's going to live in this part of the world. And you know, but at first everything was just all one together in the garden. And you know what? The same thing is happening to us now. But Christ, he has defeated fear. He has defeated all types of death. He has defeated the grave. And that is the victory. That is the place that we live from with him. So that means, okay, if I'm like my Father and I'm royalty, then that means I can release from my life what heaven looks like into the world. So, have some adventures with your dad this week. Ask him, Papa, God, Daddy, whatever you call him, what do you have inside of me to give to the world around me? How do you see my school year? How do you see what it's going to look like for me to learn virtually? Or what does it look like for me to learn publicly? And he'll show you. So, I just want to share this because I think it's important that you guys, you kiddos especially, keep hearing that there's good news. There's good news. And I just recently watched Cinderella. And I love that movie, the live action version. And she's saying, you know, I like to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. And do you know that is like God. That is being like God, because God sees things as they truly are. And we can take him at his word and believe and see with him, and then release that into the world. And another thing she says is to have courage and to be kind. Well, you have courage and you are kind, so you can release that wherever you go. This is Nanny Nicole, and I am enjoying this brisk walk right now. It feels amazing. You guys have a blessed week. I'm really thinking and praying for you guys as you're starting school, whether it's this week or next week. I believe that there's beautiful things in store. God has amazing things for the rest of 2020, so get your eyes ready to see what he's doing. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.